Fusion Mobile, quality e-learning experience on the go.
Good day. Welcome to Fusion Mobile e-learning class. My name is Fayomi Kende and this is English language. We are going to be discussing the topic comprehension skills, and the outlines for today are synonym clues, topic sentence at the end of the paragraph, main idea at the beginning and end of a paragraph, and contrast clues. Firstly, we'll be taking the synonym clues. What do we understand by synonym clues? New words are sometimes explained by using synonyms. Synonyms are words or expressions that have similar meanings. When you see a new word in a passage, you should ask yourself, is there a word or an expression that means the same as this word? Synonyms may be introduced by commas, dashes, or brackets, as well as semicolon. We'll be taking a review of a few of these examples. Firstly, let us take a look at comma. Juvenile courts, comma, court for underage people and not common in this country. The meaning of juvenile court is court for underage people. The use of comma here helps to give a synonymous phrase to define what we mean by juvenile court. The use of dashes. I called a pediatrician, a medical doctor who specializes in treating children when the baby was ill. A pediatrician is a medical doctor who treats babies or children. The use of brackets. She is good except that procrastination, the habit of pushing what one can do today to another day, is undesirably part of her. The definition or the meaning of procrastination is given in a bracket for us to understand what we mean by procrastination, as for those who are coming across the word for the first time. And the use of semicolon. In Africa, mosquitoes are ubiquitous. They are found everywhere. The introduction of the semicolon here gives the definition or the meaning of what we mean by mosquitoes being ubiquitous. A few questions are going to pop up on the screen for us to practice on. If we find any difficulties on them, we can go back and review the video. The next topic or outline we'll be discussing is the topic sentence at the end of a paragraph. Earlier, we discussed or we treated topic sentences in paragraphs. Now, we also said we can find the topic sentence either in the beginning of a paragraph or in the end of a paragraph. We can also find it both in the beginning and end of a paragraph. Here we'll be reading out a paragraph that has the topic sentence at the end of the paragraph. Let us pay attention as we read out this paragraph. Many speakers are scared by the countenances of listeners. Not all their looks are friendly. However, there are bound to be a few friendly ones, and it is advisable to pick them out. Look at them from time to time and ignore the hostile ones. Looking at friendly faces keeps you at ease. From this paragraph, we realize that the topic is looking at friendly faces, but the topic sentence there is looking at friendly faces keeps you at ease. Every other sentence from the beginning of the paragraph are supporting sentences. They are supporting the main idea of looking at friendly faces to be at ease when you are rendering a speech or when you are giving a speech. Another example is, for some, grass is just the green stuff outside the house that they have to mow. For farmers and football players, it is indispensable. For children, it is the ideal playground. And those who live in most urban areas assume that they have very little to do with grass of any sort. However, almost all of us have daily contact with some grass and the products made from it. From this paragraph, we realize that the main idea of this paragraph is actually at the end of the paragraph, where we have almost all of us have daily contact with some grass and the products made from it. Then from the beginning of the paragraph, all the sentences included are supporting sentences. A few questions are going to pop up on the screen for us to attempt. Let us try and answer these questions correctly, and if we don't, we can go back and review the video. Thank you. The next outline is the main idea at the beginning and end of a paragraph. Again, we'll take a look at a few paragraphs, and then we'll identify what the writer is talking about as the main sentence in the beginning of the paragraph and also at the end of the paragraph. The reason why most writers do this is to always use the main idea coming at the end of the paragraph as a reminder of what that paragraph is. Some readers might have forgotten what the paragraph is talking about when they read the topic sentence at the beginning of the paragraph. Therefore, using the main idea at the beginning of the paragraph and also at the end of the paragraph serves as a reminder. It creates a reminding effect in the mind of the reader of such paragraph. Let us take this paragraph as an example. Nothing should stop you from performing well in the exams. The fact that schools are frequently closed down due to strike actions and other unforeseen disasters like insurgencies and outbreak of deadly diseases should not be an excuse for not studying hard to cover the syllabus before the exam. While strikes or epidemics may shut down schools in your state or country, students in other West African countries are going to school and reading hard for the same examinations which you will take at the same time with them. Therefore, keep working hard. Do not allow anything to prevent you from performing well in the exam. Let us look at the first line and the last line in the paragraph. The first line says, nothing should stop you from performing well in exams. The last line says, do not allow anything to prevent you from performing well in the exam. These two sentences mean the same thing. It's just that the writer paraphrased himself using different words in both sentences, but they actually are passing the same message. The last paragraph has the same topic sentence, just as the first line is saying in the paragraph. Another example is, the weight of a floating object is equal to the weight of the liquid it displaces. A crab lives at the bottom of ocean water and looks upward at a fish swimming above it. Similarly, we live at the bottom of our own ocean of air and look upward at birds flying above us. The bird and the fish do not fall because each is pushed upwards by a force equal to the weight of the fluid or here it dispenses. This is the message in Archimedes' principle. An object surrounded by air is kept afloat by a force equal to the weight of the air it dispenses. Let us take the last line again. An object surrounded by air is kept afloat by a force equal to the weight of the air it displaces. It displaced. The first line in the paragraph also says, the weight of a floating object is equal to the weight of the liquid it displaces. The two sentences, the first and the last, both pass across the topic sentence. They are both the topic sentences in the paragraph. Like I said earlier, they help to create a lasting effect in the mind of the reader. They serve as a reminder of what the paragraph is about. Few questions are going to pop up on the screen for us to attempt. If we find any difficulties in answering these questions, let us go back to the video and update ourselves and get ourselves familiarized with the topic. The next outline that we are going to be looking at is the contrast clue. Unlike an unfamiliar word is sometimes explained by using a contrasting word. That is, a word that is the opposite of a new word. When you come across a new word, always ask yourself, is there a word or an expression whose meaning is opposite to the unfamiliar word? There are sometimes signal words within the sentence which suggest or signal the meaning of the new word. Look closely at the following examples. Don't think I am a novice. I have a lot of experience in swimming. The word that we want to check out there is novice. And we have in the options, we have fresher. What does novice mean? Does it mean fresher, joker, coach, or star? The signal word from the sentence that says, don't think I am a novice. I have a lot of experience in swimming. A lot of experience is the signal word. Therefore, from the list of options that we have, we would definitely know that fresher is the word that is synonymous to novice. Another example is learn to say good things about others instead of making derogatory statements about them. Derogatory means what? Does it mean boastful, costly, damaging, or encouraging? From the sentence, the signal word says, say good things. That is the signal word. Say good things. From the signal word, we can identify the word that means derogatory from the options. And in the list of the options, we have boastful, costly, damaging, and encouraging. Damaging is the word or the meaning of derogatory from the list of options that we have. We can also go further to check other statements, other articles, read wide to broaden our scope about contrast clues in a particular passage. A few questions are going to pop up on your screen now for you to go through. If you have any difficulties in answering these questions, just go back to the video and review what we've learned earlier, and you will give yourself more ideas on what you've been taught.